Welcome to the lecture series of digital electronics. In sequential circuit, normally as we know that the sequential circuit is a group of flip-flop and combinational gates connected to form of a feedback path. And when we say that the MSI or different type of the circuits which are used in digital computer, mostly there are main three categories. One is the register, second is the counter, and the third one is the memory unit. Three different main MSI sequential circuits are there. Today we will discuss the about the register. A simple definition is the register is a group of binary storage cell suitable to holding binary information. So remember the thing, normally in digital computer all the information which we are stored, as you know that the hard disks or pen drive which are used in digital computer are the information to store the binary in form of digital 1010 pattern finally. So this binary storage cell is helpful to store the content of binary information. And n bit register have a group of n flip-flop which is capable to store the binary information. So पहले हम देखेंगे कि simple register with the D flip-flop. Then there is require the parallel load and different control signal with help of SR flip-flop and D flip-flop. और अंत में हम पढ़ेंगे sequential logical implementation. So let us start with the first one. Various type of registers are available, and simplest possible way is the only flip-flop without any external gates. There is no external gates are there in the circuit. So this is the simplest one to understand that things how the behavior is that. As we know that the in Q flip D flip-flop, the QT plus 1 is equal to D. Okay. So whatever the whenever the clock pulse here it is positive edge trigger symbol says that the symbol says that positive edge trigger. So suppose here at initial this the value is 0000. If the input is changed 1010 and when the positive edge is occur at that time T1 the this value is transfer here. Now the new value is 1, the 0 is transfer here, this 1 is transfer here. So now this value is changed to 1 and this 0 is transferred here. Means at the time of positive age, every positive age, suppose the clock pulse is here. So at time T1, at time T2 onwards, whenever the clock pulse is generated, whatever the D value, it is transferred. So A4, A3, A2, A1 equal to I4, I3, I2, I1 on positive age of clock pulse. So the way of this flip-flop register triggered the primary importance. Remember that thing. When clock pulse goes to 0, the information was present at the data. Now suppose during this time, when clock pulse is 0 or 1, during this round time, if my input is changed, whatever, suppose at this time this 0 is changed, but the A4 is not changed. It remains stable. So it is holding the data. And it is called as a latch, gated latch, which holding the data. The latch is suitable for the temporary storage of binary information, and this is to be transferred to the external destination. This will be used in the design of sequential circuit that have a feedback connection. Different types of the latches are available, and remember the thing: a group of flip-flop sensitive to the pulse transition is called as a register. A group of flip-flops sensitive to the pulse duration is latch. A register can always replace a latch, but the two gathers of flip-flop inputs are triggered with the same common clock pulse. Here, one thing is very important. I want to share you here. यहाँ पे जो सर्किट है वो कब एक्टिवेट होगी ऑन क्लॉक पल्स. As I know that in my computer there is a number of devices are there and everyone have a common clock pulse. So common clock pulse पे कोई एक डिवाइस एक्टिव होगा रिमेनिंग, बट ये अगर ये रजिस्टर है तो every clock pulse it is active and it is not suitable, it is not a type of active device, intelligent device. So there is requirement another device which is called as a register with parallel load. आप यहाँ पे देखिए ये SR फ्लिप फ्लॉप है. SR फ्लिप फ्लॉप में क्या होता है, whenever S is equal to 1, R equal to 0, set output. When S is equal to 0, R equal to 1, reset output. And when both are 0, 0, it is stable. So see, first, whenever load equal to 0, in this circuit, the load is equal to 0 here. When load equal to 0, the 0 here. So what happens, AND gate, every AND gate have a one input load. When load equal to 0, all S, X and Rx is equal to 0, 0. Okay. So that means AX T plus 1 equal to AX. So when load equal to 0, 0, output remains same, it is in stable condition. Whatever clock pulse is generated or not. Okay, here the clock pulse is generated or not, whatever the age is that, it is not important. The clock pulse is connected here. This is the negative age because the NOT gate is connected here. So this is a negative age clock pulse. Whenever the clock pulse is generated, depends on set and R, the value of A is changed. But when load equal to 0, this condition acquired. Clear is directly connected with the external. So when clear button is pressed, the A4, A1, A3 and A2 all will become reset, not depend on the whatever the input is there. Now another condition, let us see what happens when load equal to 1, and it depends on the value of I1 and I2. Okay, we just take one condition. Here it is a stable condition. Now next is if load equal to 1. Load equal to 1, then output of the S is equal to I and R is equal to I dash. Okay, because here the NOT gate is connected. So this is 1 into I, S is equal to I and 1 into I1 dash. So if I is equal to 1, then set equal to 1, reset equal to 0 and set output is set. If I equal to 0, then set equal to 0 and reset equal to 1, output is reset. Whatever that means we can say that the A is equal to I when load equal to 1. So this is called as a control signal. Which control? It is load control and parallel load. Whenever the load equal to 1, immediately the whatever the input value of I1, I2, I3, I4 is transferred to the A1, A2, A3 and A4 is. So this is called as a register parallel load with the SR flip flop. Now, the same circuit is also possible with the help of another flip flop where here D flip flop is used. Again here when load equal to 1 and load here, when load equal to 0 oblique here it will become 1 and here 0. But see here when the every flip flop OR gate is there, and in D flip flop we know that the output after the clock or triggering it is remains same Qt equal to D. So this D may be 0 or 1 depends on the value of this one load. So here one end is load bar, and this is the load equal to. So the circuit is behaved like this. It is here load, and here it is load bar. Okay, so I1 is connected the below one. Okay, here I1, and the second is E1, and both are orange and given to D. Now when load equal to 1, first load equal to 1, so this is E1, this is 0, so D is equal to A1. Okay, D is equal to A1, and A1 T plus 1 is equal to A1, so it is in stable condition, it holds the data information. Now it is depends on the condition load equal to 0. Okay, here, sorry, this is a load bar first, and this is load. So it is in reverse. Whenever the load equal to 0, it is stable data. When load equal to 1, this will become 0, and this will become I1. So D is equal to I1. Means loading the information, loading information. And we can say that when load equal to 1, A1, A2, A3, A4 equal to I1, I2, I3 and I4. This information is passing from one here, I1, I2, I3 is here, because this is when load equal to 1, the output of this second AND gate, the second AND gate is I1 and the first gate is 0. When load equal to 0, this gate number 1 have a output A1 and the second output is 0. So any one information, it may be previous output or maybe input, depends on the value of load, and remaining clock pulse is synchronized purpose of this flip flop, and clear is directly connected with the reset external control signal for each flip flop. So in this way, the registers are parallel load can be connected with the D flip flop, and clock and clear inputs are same as the SR flip flop. When the load input is 1, the I input is transferred to the register to the next clock pulse. But when load input equal to 0, circuit inputs inhibited and D flip flops are reloaded with their presence value. The maintaining the content of the register, the feedback connection to each flip flop is necessary when D flip flop is used. But in SR flip flop, it is not required. This is a big difference. But D flip flop that is required the feedback of the output, because we do not change condition. And for the do not change, that is required the input is previous input is also connected, and previous output is also connected to the input side. So to leave the output unchanged, it is necessary to make D input equal to the presence Q input of each flip. So this is called as a register. Register is also helpful for the designing the sequential logic. Now let's see the suppose one example is given. What is the meaning of sequential logic implementation? So register is to hold the storage data. Storage information is there. So storage data information is here, or we can say that we can also make here truth table, and this truth table connected with the combinational circuit. So every time whatever the previous value is stored into the register, the inputs are there and output may be generated. So remember that thing. This is a block diagram of sequence of circuit. A group of register present states, and external input determines the next level of register and the values of external outputs. Part of the combinational circuit determines the next state, and the other part of generates the output. Okay, the combinational circuit is two part, part 1 and part 2. This part is generate the next state, and the another part of the combinational circuit is generate the outputs. The next state value from the combinational circuit is loaded into the register with the clock pulse. Uh, if the register has loaded the input, it must be set to 1. Otherwise, if register has no load input, the next state value will be transferred automatically to every clock pulse. A combinational circuit part of the sequential circuit can be implemented by any method. It can be constructed by with a room, or it can be constructed with a programmable logic array, or it can be a register. So let's take one example with the register. Suppose here given that the design a sequential circuit, the state table is as per this one. We already discussed the input is given state table. The state table is given to us. So what we will do? First we will make the expression of A1, A2 and Y. So min terms are there. 4 and 6 is a A1. A2 T plus 1 is a, so A1 will become A1 X dash. Okay. 4 and 6. So this will become A1 X dash. A2 is 1, 2, 5, 6. So with the help of Boolean algebra function, the A2 equation is A2 exclusive or X, while the final output is 3 and 7, and the 3 and 7 is given as the A2X. So this is the three expressions for the combinational circuit. Now how we design that thing? So first, this A1 in A2 is a register. Okay, a register. Or you can say that it's a flip-flop. So this is store the information of present state and next state. Next state is generated by this one, A1T plus 1. What is A1 and X dash? While here exclusive or A2 and X, so this generate the A2T plus 1. This is A1T plus 1, and the output is X and A2. So in this way, we can also generate the sequential circuit with the help of register, combinational circuit for part 1 next state, part 2 is output. Same thing is also possible with the ROM. ROM, as we discussed in the combinational circuit, what we'll do, we make the ROM table is there. So these three, this is behave like as an address of data, and the 2-bit information is stored in each address. Okay, ROM table. So address line, 3 address line, and 2 output in each address is stored. So what happens when 0, 0, 0? That the 0, 0 data is stored 0, 0. So it will become 0, 0 and 0. This is the output. ROM connected. Each address have a 3-bit information. 2-bit informations are A1 and A2 T plus 1, while Y is equal to third bit. So 3-bit storage ROM, where 2 is to 3. So ROM 2 table is identical. The size is 8 by 3. 8 means the 8 address line 3. Each address have data. So remember that thing, with the help of ROM and combinational sequential circuit, we can design any type of the sequential circuit implementation. In this way, two-way, we can make the simple circuit is there. I hope is it making sense. So this is the regarding the simple register with the SR flip-flop and parallel register with the D flip-flop. How we can implement the sequential logic circuit with the help of register and combinational circuit, or with the help of ROM. Have a good day.